Hey there guys, it's Boardman here. You probably might recognise me as video creator and storyteller since I did our previous reading out videos. So I am so glad to see you here to join me on this brand new video. I'd like to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Keep my video creativity going. I really appreciate you guys. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Also my name is Boardman by the way. So, first of all, I've got a Disney storybook I can show you. I've got to read to you in a minute. So, I've got Walt Disney's Mickey and the Beanstalk, which is inspired by Mickey Mouse and Friends and Jack and the Beanstalk. This is published by Disney Wonderful World of Reading and Scholastic. Some of you are quite familiar with that publication label on the bottom. So before I start, I'm going to read this book, read by words from each page. So thank you for paying attention to me when I go read to you. Okay, so let's begin. Once upon a time, long ago, there's a place called Happy Valley. It was a beautiful spot with lush fields and prosperous farms. High above the green valley stood a shining castle where the magical singing harp lived. This golden harp had enchanted voice. When she sang, she cast a wondrous spell of peace and joy over the valley. One day, something terrible happened. A mysterious shadow crept over the valley. When the shadow lifted, the golden harp was gone. Without the enchantment of her harp, the happy valley was no longer happy. Everything dried up. Everyone became miserable. Days passed, weeks passed, and things only got worse. In the small, run-down cabin lived 3 farmers. There were 3 very hungry farmers, as their crops did not grow. They had no money and no food, only an old cow. The farmers' names were Mickey, Goofy and Donald. They sat down to share their last meal, 1 slice of bread and 1 single bean. "Hey fellas," Mickey eagerly cried. "I know. Let's sell a cow and buy something to eat." It was a good idea, so Mickey took the cow into town. Donald and Goofy waited, dreaming of hot, delicious food. Mickey soon returned home. "What did you get?" the 2 asked excitedly. "Turkey and lobster, sweet potato pie, beans," announced Mickey. "Beans?" yelled Donald. "Yes, but they're not ordinary beans," Mickey explained. "These are magic beans. Did you know what you get if you plant magic bean by the light of a full moon?" Mickey cheerfully asked. "Yeah, more beans," Donald answered angrily, knocking them out of Mickey's hands. Poor Mickey. Someone had talked him into trading his cow for 3 magic beans. What a mean trick. The beans fell to the floor and rolled into the hole. That night, after bedtime, something strange happened. But a light of a full moon, the beans began to grow and grow and grow, higher and higher. All through the night, they grew into a giant beanstalk. The great stalk lifted the little house up into the sky. The next morning, the farmers awoke, miles above the earth. The fantastic new world surrounded them. "Hey fellas," Goofy yelled, pointing. "Look over there." They turned to see the giant castle who lived there. The curious friends set off to find out. "George!" yelped Goofy, falling into the big hole. "Hey, watch where you falling," scolded Donald, stepping on Goofy's head. The three explorers did not notice that the hole was really a footprint made by the giant foot. They soon reached the castle. "Gosh, it's awful big," said Goofy. It was big, the biggest castle anyone had ever seen. They had to climb on top of one another to get up the huge steps. The brave farmers so soon reached a massive door. What's inside? What mystery lurked within the dark walls? Anybody home?" Mickey asked nervously. Knocking on the door. There was no answer. Bravely, they crawled under the door and entered the castle. The castle seemed empty. Mickey and Donald and Goofy gazed around in wonder. Then they saw something amazing. "Look, Mickey!" cried, pointing upward. "Food!" "And what food?" Pea size of a tennis balls. Cheese as big as a house. A drumstick larger than 20 chickens. The hungry farmers devoured the tasty treats. "Hello," called the familiar voice. "Is anyone there?" The sound came from a locked box. "It's a magic harp," Mickey said, looking inside. "How did you get here?" "I was kidnapped by that awful giant," replied the harp. Giant? Yes, it was true. The three friends were in the home of a giant named Willie. He was a magical giant who could change his shape into anything he wanted. Mighty short steps boomed through the castle. The giant was coming. "Fee, fi, fo, fum," bellowed the giant. "I smell—" "Oh no! Did he smell Mickey, Donald, or Goofy?" "I smell pot roast," the giant roared. "Chocolate pot roast with green gravy. Yum!" The hungry giant ate. He did not see the frightened farmers hiding on his table. The giant made himself a sandwich. He took 2 slices of bread and cut a chunk of cheese, put in some meat, added pepper, and chew. Mickey popped out of the sandwich. Bless you," laughed Mickey nervously. But Willie wasn't laughing. Mickey had to think fast, so he came up with a plan to trick the giant. "Is it true that you are magical and can change yourself into anything?" asked Mickey. "Sure," Willie replied. "You want to see? Name something. Anything? Okay," Mickey answered. "A horsefly?" Mickey, Goofy, and Donald found a fly swatter. They planned to swat Willie when he turned into a fly. But Willie did not turn into a horsefly. He turned into a big pink bunny with long ears. "Hey, you trying to trick me?" the angry giant realized. Willie changed back into a giant. He caught all 3 of the tricksters in one hand. As the giant dropped them into the box with a harp, Mickey escaped. Willie locked the box and put the key in his pocket. "I have to save the others," said Mickey. "But how?" Luckily, the magic harp knew what to do. She sang the soft, sweet lullaby, and slowly and gently and Willie began to nod off. "Oh boy," Mickey soon whispered. "He's asleep." Quietly, Mickey climbed down to the sleeping giant. He was going to get the key and unlock the prisoners. But the giant's pocket was full of dust. It tickled Mickey's nose and made him sneeze. Achoo! Hey, what was that? Willie wondered, waking up, but Mickey was fast. Quick as a flash, he climbed up and away with a key. Willie never noticed. He went back to sleep. "You did it," Donald cheered happily as Mickey unlocked the box. "Let's get out of here before the giant wakes up," Mickey cried. So Donald and Goofy picked up the harp and headed for the door. "Wait a minute," Mickey added. "I've got an idea." He wanted to make doubly sure that the giant wouldn't follow them. So he decided to tie Willie's shoelaces together. But the plan backfired. Willie woke up. "Come back here," Giant shouted furiously, chasing after them. Donald and Goofy were already hurrying down the Beanstalk with a magic harp. Mickey followed, flying on a popped cork. "You can't get away from Willie," bellowed the mad monster. He rushed down the beanstalk after Mickey. Meanwhile, Donald and Goofy had reached the bottom. They quickly found the big saw. Working together, the speedy pair soon cut the beanstalk down. "Uh-oh," said Willie nervously. He was helpless. Down he tumbled, over and over. Down and down. He fell to another place farther away. The magical harp returned to Happy Valley. The valley once again become beautiful and green. It echoed with song and laughter. Peace and prosperity reigned. Mickey and Donald and Goofy were joyful. Their crops grew again. They were no longer poor and hungry. Everyone in Happy Valley lived together happily ever after. The end. So, I hope you enjoyed the story of Mickey Mouse and Donald and Goofy and the Beanstalk. Well, I guess you liked a story of Mickey and the Beanstalk when Mickey, Donald, and Goofy to retrieve a harp from Willie the Giant from a giant castle. So it was a great moment to share the magical moments with Disney moments behind the animation studios since 1923. Last year, we had celebrated the wonderful 100-year anniversary of Walt Disney Company was found. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon, and thank you ever so much, and please stay tuned for the next upcoming contents. See you guys later.